Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Dream World Unknown. First off, I did recall I got the ability to open blue chests, so we're going to go pop in here real quick and knock this one out. There we go. And head on down to the Mercenaries Guild, which is somewhere around here. There it is. We've done pretty much everything here except for the Mercenaries Guild, so I'm going to start... I mean, it looks like an important place, doesn't it? Let's just go outwards. Welcome to the Mercenaries Guild. You'll find the barracks to the left, pub to the right, and Guildmaster's Quarter and Training Grotto to the south. Alright. Okay, guild members rest for free, always lovely. We're stretched extremely thin with so many of our members on their way to court. Although I'm exhausted by covering multiple duties here in Rockwood, I don't envy their long trek through the northern tundra. They chose the northern route over the abandoned dwarven stronghold. Who knows what evils lurk in that tome? The Frozen Tower is truly the lesser of the two evils. Now let's not forget... Aha! To see what we can grab. I feel right at home in these cavern-like chambers. Many think it odd to find a dwarf among the guild members, but how else would I get a chance to swing my axe nearly as often? Come here from Theopolis, the capital of the human continent of Orphos. Since I was a child, my one wish was to one day join the Mercenaries Guild. I've never regretted my choice to join the guild. Oh, that's lovely. Grab yourself some ruse powder. I'm a force within our frail, wild world. I shall act to tame the vile and protect the weak. You must do the same. Excellent. I'm changing my ways, I swear. I spent every last cent that I had stolen on my donation to the Mercenaries Guild. Ignatius told me that it won't be easy, but I must take advantage of the opportunity that I've been given. You could have taken my life earlier, but you didn't, and for that I'm grateful. Alright, we talked to you. We've not been down here. Shops? Sorry, we are completely out of emerald equipment. After our brethren return from court, I'll prepare our emerald wares for your appraisal. Alright. And this is certainly embarrassing. Normally we stock rare emerald equipment, yada yada. We're all out. Everybody else has it. Gotcha. Alright, what do you got down here? Welcome, stranger. You look like a hardened traveler and adventurer. If you'll allow me to ramble a bit, I'd love to tell you about the mission of the Mercenaries Guild. Would I like to hear? Yeah, sure. Haha, thank you for allowing an old man to expound upon his love of history. The Mercenaries Guild has existed for over 500 years. After the Great War, the devastating worldwide conflict that pitted each of the four races against each other, many homeless soldiers found themselves without a nation to fight for. Those warriors who no longer claimed any nationality gathered here in Rockwood, determined not to repeat history. Furthermore, the guild call issued forth the soldier from all races. The guild call issued forth... Yeah, that read a little strangely. Humans, elves, goblins, and dwarves gathered under the leadership of our first guild master, Ahmad Khan. Together, they vowed to never allow the races to fight amongst themselves again. It's actually under their initial leadership that Westonia was established as the world capital. Westonia predated the Great War. However, it had been inhabited solely by elves up to that point. Together with the leadership of the Mercenaries Guild, the Elven King opened Westonia to all races of the world in an effort to heal the wounds opened during the Great War. Oh, excuse me, let this old man ramble on, but still, I do have a point. Would you like to join the Mercenaries Guild? Sure. Wonderful, you should see the guild treasurer to pay your guild membership fee. Please return to me when you've officially joined the guild so that we may discuss the next court conflict. Ooh, the treasurer is currently in the guild pub. Alright. So we've got to pay a fee of some form. Let us see what's about. Oh, books. As a captain in the Orphean military during the Great War, Ahmad Khan was sickened by the inter-race battles. Khan vowed at the conclusion of the Great War to never again allow such a destructive conflict to arise. To achieve lasting peace, Ahmad Khan formed an independent fighting force that he termed the Mercenaries Guild. No nation, including Orphos, was willing to house an independent standing army within their borders. Khan set across the ocean to the North Aldrin Wilderness with his ally Abraham Rockwood in search of a new home. Khan and Rockwood discovered a pristine valley on the eastern coast of North Aldrin. They claimed this land for the construction of a new and proud city, unbeholden to any nation. Despite Abraham Rockwood's objections, Khan insisted the new city be named Rockwood in his honor. What's down here, sir? Members of the Mercenary Guild can train in the ancient grotto to the south. When these chambers were built, the grotto was found and kept as a training ground. Our veteran members occasionally venture into the field and capture monsters for our rookie members to battle in the grotto. If you're interested in training in the grotto, you should consider joining the Mercenaries Guild. Talk to Ignatius if you're interested. Okay, I might swing back by here after I've joined just to see, what sort of thing they have down here. Anything of interest here? Chest? Yes, thank you. An expeditionary force of guild members has departed to aid in course defense, for which the remaining stock of emerald equipment has been lent. Okay, again a map. And the inner grotto protective spike strips are controlled by 3 buttons. The red on the left moves the left spike gap up 1 unit, and the middle spike gap down 1 unit. The green button in the middle moves the middle spike gap up 2 units, and the right spike gap up 1 unit. The blue button on the right moves the left spike gap down 2 units, and the right spike gap down 1 unit. To align the gaps and open the way to the inner grotto, press the buttons in the following order. Page with the inner grotto combination is missing. Of course it is. Oh, cleansing water, we don't care about that too much. What do we have here? Volume 8. After lengthy discussions, the Mercenaries Guild was headquartered beneath the city to maximize its defenses. During the 8-month excavation of the Mercenaries Guild headquarters, a spacious cave was discovered. The cave was termed the Grotto by the guild members and has served as a training ground since its discovery. Since the founding of the Mercenaries Guild by Ahmad Khan, the leadership has changed hands 17 times. The current leader, Ignatius, has steadfastly led the guild for over 35 years. Several times during its eventful history, the Mercenaries Guild has found itself at odds with the neighboring residents of Nect. However, the Nectians respect strength, and the guild has never faltered in its virtue of physical power. Alrighty then. So that, I assume, takes care of this section. And that's all this down here, okay. And to the left was the inn, yes. And here's some folks. We'll start at the bottom, I guess. It's a lonely fate being the lone elven member of the Mercenaries Guild, but that is a choice I've made. Someone must take action against the prejudice and cruelty of Firma. Ignatius has recruited you to join the guild? Excellent. It's always good to see a rugged warrior such as yourself join the guild. There's only the issue of the membership fee to be resolved. There are many missions that the guild undertakes which offer no payment in return. For that reason, we ask every guild member show their loyalty to our cause through a one-time entry donation. 5,000 gold, will you pay it? Yeah, sure. Excellent, thank you for your contribution. Has Ignatius discussed our work in court yet? He'll likely want you to help protect the human-goblin cohabitation against the residents of Nect. Alright. I can't believe Ignatius didn't send me to court. He said that my emotions would cloud my judgment. Ridiculous. Those prejudiced Nectians need to be taught a lesson. I'll concede my judgment was clouded when I pushed for the abandoned tunnel over the frozen tower. The old dwarven stronghold is a massive labyrinth that has been the death of many foolish explorers. Okay, you're going to be selling me tonics and such? No, thank you. Mercenary ninjas. The identity of my parents were lost in the conflicts of the past. The guild raised me and gave me purpose. To defend the fair-minded citizenry of Firma who cannot defend themselves. On this account, I have killed many and some fear me. Yet you understand the merits of violence in the name of good, don't you? And finally, Virgil. Don't be confused by the name Mercenaries Guild. We use the name mercenary to mean we are beholden to no nation. Many hear the name mercenary and connect negative connotations to it. We are not simply soldiers for hire. We only accept missions within our ethical guidelines, and we often work for free. Okay, I'm assuming we're probably at... No, we're not at full stats because we put on some stat ups. So, let's have ourselves a quick rest. Ooh, a cutscene. Let's watch. Your vision slowly dims as you drift off to sleep on the Spartan cloth bunk. Suddenly, your senses are seized by an enthralling vision of Firma from centuries in the past. Ever so slowly, Chapter 1, Evolution. Present day. So 500 GW. Far into the mists of time. Okay, we've got some kind of insects, I guess. As the millennia grind ever onwards, evolution on the planet Firma is about to take an unexpected turn. Okay, so we're moving right, we're moving forward in time. We have deer and we have these little demon guys. Apparently crushing the deer, okay. And a red chest. More little demon, kind of dragony looking guys. Talking about the chest, yeah. Oh, it's got money in it, huh? Are you buying something? Paying for a bridge to be built? Okay, more little demony dragon looking guys. Arcane and occultic symbolism. Okay. Move forward into the distant past. Over the course of 30,000 years, the simple lizards of Mount Agnes have evolved into an advanced intelligent race, the Pitlurians. My lord Asmodeus, we've returned from our scouting mission of the overworld. Speak, tell us what you have found. Yes, my lord, the overworlders are frail, they are small in number and have few metal-crafted weapons. If you chose to strike against them, we could crush them easily. You have been heard, dismissed. Generals, speak your minds. Asmodeus, our numbers have swelled. If we do not expand beyond this blessed mountain, we will not have the resources to feed but 2 months of 3. It pains me to agree with Zinok, but for the sake of my clan I must beseech you, do not artificially confine us. Our destiny is to rule this world, not just this single mountain. Baxter, Wozer, what say you? I second Trilok's sentiments. Our people have overcome great hardships living in this mountain, while the overworlders enjoy easy lives amid lush landscapes. Most significantly, it is Astaroth's will that only those born from the blessed fire of the volcano may rule Firma. Those outsiders are mere pretenders to our true glory. Do not allow lesser beings to dictate the natural ascension of our superior species. Astaroth's will? You still cling to the myths of the old dark god? The people are restless, my lord. The close confines breed frustration among our kind. Let their frustration loose upon the overworlders. Those that do not die by our blades must surrender to our wills and serve as slaves. You've been heard. Leave me, I have much to consider. The next day. The decision is unanimous. It will be war. It appears the long-eared overworlders will be our greatest challenge. The green-skinned mongrels could be enslaved by our newborn babes. It's our destiny to rule our world. Okay, that was a lovely little nap. Let's go ahead and save. And also, as a side note, if you happen to notice that my equipment is a bit off, or not my equipment, but rather my skills, that would be because it turns out last stream via RPG Maker does have, as a default, reset on F10. Veteran monsters, yada yada. Thank you. Finding yourself in trouble, feel free to take provisions that we've left in chests scattered throughout the grotto. Strike the chest regularly for new recruits. Blocked by a spike strip, combination is only given to senior mercenary guild members, but you can always attempt to solve it on your own. Finally, take this little ring to make the most of your... Yeah. Already got several, but cool. But, yeah, F10 is... Ooh. Engineer's Tunnel. Also have to reset, so as soon as I stopped recording last episode, I also immediately reset. Losing everything since I had saved. Okay, first, get you. What all do we have here? Ooh, warm up. Okay, things are a bit different than the last game. That looks pretty good, probably. Let's do a cheap scan and just steal from everybody. What else? Item used to be first action. I mean, a lot of this is way too much, right? Debate sounds good. But anyways, yeah, as soon as I finished the last episode, I immediately reset to start screen and lost everything up prior to having saved at the World Tree, which I only did just as a, hey, I'm here, I'm being offered to save, so go ahead and save. The Mercenaries Guild Grotto discovered in 7GW by Khan during the excavation of the main barracks. Stronger beasts are kept in the inner grotto to the south. Okay. Let's try that, right? There's a spike strip somewhere. And I'm not using luring because obviously I just want the treasure. Alright. Yeah, so I just had to go back and, you know, just kind of redo everything. I can't use any of our AoEs. That is a bit of a disappointment. I wonder if... One, maybe I should just attack regularly. I'm a little off because I'm used to her attacking and damaging things. But anyways. Yeah, so I had to go redo everything real quick, and I don't get anything. Yeah, that's how I get their stats. So partially weak to ice. And partially resistant to a lot of other things. Okay. We're just attacking normal life. Fine and dandy, no problem. But yeah, I went through and redid everything and had to... Okay, so that doesn't... Okay, so that's back to start, right? No. Ooh. Ah, come on. I forgot what order they do things in. Unfortunately. So did that reset? I mean, at this point in time, I'm just pressing things at random. If I do this... Ah. That. Nope, not this. Ah! Oh! So close. This does that. Dang it. I mean, there's some obvious combination I'm just not getting. Okay. Leave and come back. Hit each in turn. And go back. And not that button. I mean, there's some combination that does it, right? Also, does this reset it fully? Yes, it does. Okay, so red, blue, green, red. I certainly don't want blue now, so green. Aha! Okay. Beasts are tightly packed in the inner grotto. Beware, they will attack in large numbers. Let's go ahead and save. And see how things are in here. Now, if I really wanted to, I could abuse my repel ring. Giant magic potion. Okay, I think I might actually be no, not giant magic. That's new. I am minorly curious first off, how this will go. One-eyed dragons, I think I recall being warned about those. And I also feel I should check out my... Man, some of these are really nice, aren't they? Okay, you can't do that. Agile Strike. I mean, might as well get buffs, right? Do you have anything? Steals from all enemies and do 100% damage. That's what we want. Okay. So they're armoring up. There's a giant magic potion. I have from the original one full magic potions, which healed 100% of MP. So in theory, either they heal for more than one person, or perhaps they nerfed some of the stuff from the old one. That is quite likely possibility. Makes a fair bit of sense as well. Alright, everybody just attack. I do rather wish... Oh, right. Okay, so we've got antidotes, right? Yeah, right there. No problem. Also, I did actually put a few more points on you. So let's get the passive probably. Yeah, passive's going to be better off. Well, let's go ahead and get that as well. I think maybe Soralio might be able to learn something. Yeah, we got it. Can we see what the... Okay, 0 turn warm-up. Damage to one enemy. I kind of want the fishing, even though I don't know if I will do much in the way of fishing. Just because I want it to be good if I do it. Rolled gloves, excellent. And boots. Okay, so let's see how that compares. I mean, I do have... Yeah, increases the int, which is good. But... yeah, it's all around worse. Okay. So I can mostly skip out on... Is that really all that's here? Okay. Oh, no, not quite. Yes. Yes, quite. Alright, so we've seen what's in here. Let's go finish talking to the folks. Also, I used one of my macros and I have no idea what it does. I'll see what checking those over between episodes. And that was nice. That was less nice. Unfortunately, they're probably not going to get toxic darts. Doesn't it have a warm-up on it? Interesting. Okay. Now, please don't be... Oh, good. I was going to say, please don't be reset, because then I'd have to warp out. Now, I am just going to do a quick look around, make certain there's not any alternate paths that I missed, due to perhaps being a little overzealous. Okay, surely you guys can finish this off, right? Also, is everybody getting the same XP? I think I got everybody boosted. I didn't even pay attention to the XP screen. Okay, so that seems to be everything. Excellent. Want to let me out? And you, sir, what do you have to say? Welcome to the Mercenaries Guild. I'll get straight to the point. We need you to travel to court and join our other mercenaries in an effort to protect the court cohabitation. We've already sent as many men as we dare to court. Despite our wishes, we must remain a skeleton crew at all times here at the guild. Wealthy benefactors, who wish to remain nameless, are paying to protect the inhabitants of court. Willing to travel west to court? Sure. Wonderful. Make sure to stock up before you take the long trek to court. Unfortunately, the main trade route between Rockwood and Court is impassable after a major earthquake. Your possible routes are to the north and southwest. To the north, you can travel to the northern tip of North Aldrin and loop south around the Kunlun Mountains. Alternatively, you can brave the abandoned dwarven stronghold to the southwest. Although it survived the Great War, it was overrun soon after by monsters. Although the distances are longer, we deem the Frozen Tower the safer route. The abandoned tunnel that was once the western home of the dwarves is simply too dangerous. If you travel to the Frozen Tower, please take these rings. They will protect you from the vile beasts that have overrun the tower. Zombie ring, protect ring. Alright, and these holy water flasks, they allow you to cleanse yourself of the vile zombification that the monsters of the Frozen Tower can inflict. Although I strongly recommend the Frozen Tower route, I will give you the key to the gate that we've installed at the entrance of the abandoned tunnel. Alright, and regardless of the route you choose, please be careful but make haste. Good luck. On your journey, please be advised that Guild Scouts have returned with disturbing news. Ferocious monsters have been seen appearing at an alarming rate, something not since the Great War, seen since the Great War. Challenging these monstrous beasts is best left to senior guild members. However, if you believe yourself capable of vanquishing these terrible foes, you will be well rewarded. Please see the guild treasurer for your reward if you defeat any of these targets. If you'd like more information on any of the guild targets, you can ask Virgil. Okay, well, did we look everywhere here? I think we did. Yep, we've seen all this. Anything down here that I overlooked? And the inn, I believe, was over here, so we'll take a quick rest. Not there. Anything interesting on these papers? Designating each guild member who's lent emerald armor. And the emerald weapons, of course. Okay, so I didn't read any of these, so let's look at them. In memory of the innumerable fallen our brothers in arms who fought nobly to the end of the Great War. All races bleed and all races yearn. Our differences are fewer than our commonalities. A full purse is temporal. Honor is eternal. We are guardians of history, that it shall not be repeated. Great wars are collective great shame. Never again. And I've read that one already. Like the one I did actually read. Alright, not seeing anything else to look at. Did I read this one? Yeah. Contemplating an affair of work, look to Khan's example. Refuse at least 20% of work on ethical grounds and offer at least 20% of your time for free. Search here? Nothing? Okay. Let us rest up and just go ask after these giant monsters. Sounds rather like the Hunters Guild missions. So, did any of y'all see anything new? Fate. Okay. Can't believe we didn't see any. Yep. Gotten all that. Identities are lost in the past. Yep. Okay, you, sir. So Ignatius has enlisted your help in investigating the savage beasts that have recently popped up across North and South Aldrin. They don't look like much, but I've known Ignatius long enough not to question his decisions. Let me tell you about the murderous beasts that the Mercenaries Guild is currently targeting. We've named these targets the Cyclops Spider, the Psychopomp, the Enraged Nightmare, and the Gargantuan Golem. Would you like more information on the Mercenaries Guild targets? Sure. Cyclops Spider. The Mercenaries Guild has worked for years at eradicating the one-eyed arachnids that inhabit Rockwood Forest, located to the northwest of Rockwood. One of those tiny one-eyed arachnids has grown to the size of a house and has been trampling through the Rockwood Forest. We've taken to calling this arachnid the Cyclops Spider. With many of the Mercenaries Guild members away in court, we fear what would occur if the Cyclops Spider decided to wander in our general direction. Please eradicate this menace before it threatens the residents of Rockwood. Alright, what else? Rage Nightmare. Very little is known about the haunted souls that roam in the Frozen Tower. The old histories say that the Frozen Tower was once a grand elven fortification built to span the eastern and western portions of North Aldrin. Some whisper that the haunted souls are the lost souls of the elves that were slaughtered when the Frozen Tower was overrun. Others believe the haunted souls are wandering spirits of early human explorers who were overwhelmed by the tundra monsters inhabiting the Frozen Tower. No one knows their origins for sure. However, we do know that they are to be avoided at all costs. our mercenaries traveling to court encountered an enormously powerful haunted soul that they named the Enraged Nightmare. It was of such power that they sent back a scout to warn us of the monster. They skirted the monster and remained at a relatively safe distance while they watched the insane entity butcher the beasts around it and turn them into mindless zombies. These men were hardened veterans, and I've rarely heard them so shaken by an experience. If you hunt the Enraged Nightmare, you'll find it near the Frozen Tower. What else you got? Psychopomp. Rarely does the guild venture to the northern and southern reaches of the Aldern continents, but every mercenary is taught to avoid the Banshee's Cry. The Banshee's Cry is an omen of death, often the death of the one who hears it. One of our mercenary scouts was visiting Necht in disguise to learn more about their plans for court. While climbing the icy peaks to the south, he stumbled upon a powerful banshee we've taken to calling the Psychopomp. Although he wasn't killed by the Psychopomp's cry, the poor fellow was driven mad and strangely drained of his life force. When he arrived in Rockwood, he raved in cryptic speech about the dark cry of the night. It took us hours to decipher his words and understand what foul being he had stumbled upon. He succumbed to the Psychopomp's cry days later. Please avenge him and slay the Psychopomp. You'll find her in this tundra to the southwest of Necht. And finally, the Gargantuan Golem. I've always marveled at the puzzling rogue boulders that inhabit the wilderness around Rockwood. No one knows what gives these lumps of rock life. Elves frequently visit Rockwood for the sole purpose of watching the rogue boulders and comparing them with the similar colossal boulders that inhabit the Goblin Nation continent of Ugbar. Run-of-the-mill rogue boulders are large and nearly invincible to physical attacks. When rogue boulders attack, the spectating elves blow them to bits with their powerful magic. Few humans have the magic potential of the elves, so we mercenaries often rely on powerful bombs to take down rogue boulders. A gigantic rogue boulder has been spotted near the abandoned tunnel to the southwest. We assume that it came from the abandoned tunnel, since anything that large would have been spotted long ago. Ignatius named this rogue boulder the Gargantuan Golem. Steel yourself before venturing forth to battle this bludgeoning titan. Alright, so that is everything here. I suppose we will prep up to head out the next episode. I might test my might against one of these monsters just to see how things compare. I am somewhat curious, and perhaps I should raise some of my stats. Actually, I'm going to raise some of my stats. You don't really need to see the details, just raise things that make sense. But that will be in the next episode, so I do hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. But until next time, catch you later.